Hello. Today we are going to be talking about, the other mod you were telling me about. There is a mod in Kenya that we were talking about, and then very interesting how it is selling things. Like, I was thinking we should go shop there.
Hey, you're talking about the China Square.
China Square Mall. We are talking about China Square Mall today. So, who is the owner of this China Square Mall in Kenya, and where is it located?
Okay, I'm not sure. I can't remember very well the name, but I know he's a Chinese who was formerly staying in South Africa. He came to Kenya as a tourist, but later on thought about a business idea. And when he was moving through the supermarkets, he realized that there are so many products which were being overcharged, many of those ones which are coming from China. So he looked at it as a business opportunity and decided to go back to China. Though he stays in South Africa, he went back to China and did also some thorough research about those companies that were selling products in Kenya. Then he went straight to those companies and always work as his suppliers, hence coming back and setting up that China Square. I think it is in the building of University of Nairobi.
He's not a full Chinese.
No, he's full Chinese,
but
he stays in South Africa. He studied in South Africa.
So the reason he started this mall is because he moved around Kenya and things were very expensive, and yet he knew, like, no, this can't be this much. If this is 10, he knew this is supposed to be 2. So that's why he first went back to China, and then
yes, of course, he knew the prices of those same products. So when he saw them on the market, he realized that they were being overcharged. Okay. So he opted to just come in and do the needful for the citizens.
Okay. All right, that is very, very good. So, how old is this shopping place? Like, how many years has it been in Kenya? Because now they are beginning to try to operate, like, you should close, it's being so cheap. How long has it been operating?
No, I think it's not even, it's not more than 2 months. Because when you check on the company, I think it might have opened around August of last year. Then he had just started operating really.
Months?
Though the building is in, I think was empty. It had run out of tenants. So he opted to also help out the University of Nairobi, because it's a structure for University of Nairobi where they get some money. So it was empty, he had to rent it.
So he started the business legally?
Yes, it's a legal business. And that's why, of course, you see, like, at some point I saw they had come to confiscate some of his goods that they weren't legal. Then the Chinese embassy had to intervene and said, whatever this guy is doing is legal. Why are you disturbing him? They had to run back, take back his goods, though I think they still closed.
So if his business is legal, now why are they fighting him? And as we speak, the premises are closed. He's not working. So if it is legal, why is the place locked as we speak?
Yeah, of course it is still locked. You know, him being a foreigner, the nationals are the ones who have caused many of the problems. Okay, let me call them the business people. They feel that they won't be getting any more customers if this guy keeps on selling, because he's selling almost half the price.
So what is the government doing? Is the government on the side of the businessmen, or it's on the government? Because for us who are buying, the consumers, I think this is a good deal. So what is the government saying? Will it support the consumers, or it will support the businessmen?
I think the government is in between, though when you see the cabinet secretary, I think, of trade, for him he was against it. He was saying that he was even advising the University of Nairobi to maybe buy out this guy and again rent it or give it to the locals. But the university, it's not the duty of the university to do so. So Okay, of course, now this one is the one he's in charge. Because if he's the cabinet secretary, he's the one in charge of trade, he's mainly the minister of trade. Though he's also looking at things in a wrong way. That's what I could say.
So, did you answer my question?
Hmm?
The government, did you answer?
Yeah, I said that the government is now torn in between. Though of course, like,
Oh.
since it is being represented by the cabinet secretary, and if we could take the cabinet secretary as the government, is against the business idea, the mode of business this guy is using.
So if the government is in between now, where do you see this going?
Personally, I would feel the government is not getting this thing right. I think the government is not in charge of the business. Maybe some other forces are in charge. Especially, we know very well some of these guys, when they have money, the business owners, sometimes they control some of the business entities. So, and at the end of the day, that's why they overcharge and the government can't say anything, because they are a bit powerful. Now, the government should be sitting down and seeing whether it's genuine that this guy's business is affecting these people's business, not only looking at saying that this one is affecting these people's business, and yet they are overcharging your own consumers, your own customers. I think the government should just sit down and look at both sides, not only looking at one side. We've also seen it in Uganda. You find people are selling items almost 5 times how they are supposed to be sold. If you're selling it 2 times, I think it's okay. But if you're selling it 5 times and someone has even come in to help the government to sell it cheaply, then the government should be sitting down and see how best to sit the 2 sides and solve it. Because at the end of the day, it has to be solved when either side is happy.
Could it be a political move?
It has to be with politics. It is political, because at the end of the day, if the business people are more into government, then there is trouble. But if they are outside government, maybe they have no say. They can even leave the forces of demand and supply to take place.
All right. Thank you so much for enlightening us on this issue. I think these people should come to Uganda. For us, we don't really mind.
Yeah, actually, I can advise the owner of the Chinese square to just come in Uganda. As is whom it may concern. You will still sell your things cheaply, someone else is selling expensively, and we are buying from both places. So Uganda is the best environment for him. He is very welcome.